Hey guys, it's Alex Bertson, the Manic Scholar. I just wanted to talk about Vedic astrology and Western astrology real quick. Um, Today is March 21st, which is the day after the spring equinox um, in 2023. And what they say in Western astrology is that today the sun would be going into Aries. They say that it's Aries season. And I just wanted to point out that that's actually not correct. The sun is at 6 degrees Pisces, as you can see in this chart. This is in Vedic astrology using the sidereal zodiac. And we're looking at the South Indian chart, which is focused on where the planets are placed in the signs. So what you can see here is sun is at 6 degrees of Pisces, moon is at 10 degrees of Pisces. It was actually at 0 degrees of Pisces at the beginning of this day, or like at midnight today, earlier this morning. Mercury's also in Pisces, Jupiter's in Pisces, so there's 4 planets in Pisces, including Jupiter, which is rules Pisces. People also are saying that Saturn is entering Pisces, but if you look here, it's at 7 degrees of Aquarius. So that's not true either. And these placements that we see here in this chart in Vedic astrology are actually a reflection of, it's an astronomically accurate reflection of the sky. So all these planets right here that you see in Pisces, Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Jupiter, are actually in the constellation of Pisces. Because the constellation of Pisces is contained in that 30-degree segment of the sky. So yeah, there's a big issue going on where people are saying it's Aries season and that Saturn's going into Pisces and all that, and it's just not true. The reason why they're saying this is because they're using the tropical zodiac, and the tropical zodiac was based on a calculation that was accurate around 2,000 years ago. 2,000 years ago, the sun went into Aries on the date of the spring equinox, which is, yesterday or today, around now. And since then, the planet always experiences this bobbable motion, which causes the precession of the equinox. So the spring equinox, where the sun is on spring equinox, is going to shift every 72 years 1 degree backwards. So after 2,000 years, it's gone back about 24 degrees. So the spring equinox happens in Pisces at 6 degrees of Pisces now, today. So that means that all the people who think that they are Aries suns, that's not true for most of the people, because there's a 24-degree difference between where people say the zodiac signs start in Western astrology versus where they actually are, which is shown in Vedic astrology. So yeah, it's a big problem because everybody is believing that they're a certain sign, but it's actually not astronomically accurate. So Aries actually starts about April 14th. So if we go up here and look at the calendar, we can switch it to April 14th. We'll just say 12, middle of the day, and we'll see where the sun is. Let's see, 12:14. That's fine. Sun, 0 degrees Aries in 23 minutes on the 14th. If we look at the 15th, let's just see how it should just go 1 degree. See, 1 degree Aries, and that's April 14th, April 15th. So Aries doesn't start until April 14th, guys. So people are not talking about this online too much. The Vedic astrology is kind of being hidden away from people in the West. Western astrologers don't want to talk about this. They're just saying, I'm using tropical. I don't want to talk about Vedic astrology. I don't want to talk about sidereal astrology. I'm doing tropical, you know? But it's a calculation that used to be accurate. And it's funny what they say, that they call it seasons, so it's like Aries season. Aries season's supposed to start now because spring starts now. But that ignores the fact that it's also the beginning of fall in the southern hemisphere. So it's funny talking about the signs as if they're related to seasons because there's always 2 seasons on the globe. And it doesn't make sense to just pay attention to the northern hemisphere season and say that's the season that it is, that it's spring, because it's not spring for everybody. And what also doesn't make sense about saying that the signs are related to seasons, because they're not. One thing you realize is the precession of the equinox is happening, so it's not actually Aries season. This is the time when the sun is in Pisces right now. Let's just go back to the current transit so we can talk about that again. South. Yeah, so see, it's in Pisces. Sun's still in Pisces. So there's not a correlation there. And it's funny to think about anything else in your chart, because what about Mercury in a sign? If Mercury is in Pisces, does that mean it's winter season? No, because the seasons are based on the sun. But the sun causing the seasons has nothing to do with what constellation it's sitting in the sky. Those are 2 unrelated things. So to say that it's season isn't actually accurate, because there's 2 seasons all the time, and the placement of the planets have nothing to do with what season it is. The seasons are separate. It's based on the path that the sun is going through, and where it's placed in relation to the sun, to the earth, that causes the seasons throughout the year. And it happens at the same time every year. But the signs don't match that. So yeah, it's not Aries until April 14th. Sun's still in Pisces. Moon just went into Pisces. It's not Aries happening right now. Saturn's still in Aquarius. So that's about all I wanted to say. I'll talk more about this, but I just wanted to highlight it's just funny to hear people talk about astrology as if it's related to seasons, but it has nothing to do with seasons. And the calculation in terms of the dates they're using for the sun signs is inaccurate. You can also check this out. If you don't believe me, you can go check out the Skyview app on iPhone. I think it's on Android too. Skyview, Skyview. And it gives you a look at where all the constellations are and where the planets are placed among those constellations. So if you look right now, you'll see that the sun is at early degrees of Pisces. It's closer to Aquarius than it is to Aries right now on the March equinox. And you'll see all the placements of the planets reflect that. You'll see Moon, Mercury, and Jupiter in Pisces if you were to look at it right now. So I hope that clears up some things for you guys and you understand what's going on. You don't want to follow the Western astrology calculation and what zodiac is telling you, because the calculation is inaccurate. You have to look at the sidereal zodiac to see your actual placements. So that's all I wanted to say, guys. If you like this content, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Mag Scholar out.